It's a pretty interesting story. You see, the ship, it broke apart.
What do you think of this setup? It's called a mechanized doorbell.
You have a lot of time on your hands, don't you?
A point of fact, yes, but time is relative, I believe.
About this wing thing.
Yes, oh yes. Voila, here it is. Cock it. And. Huh? Huh?
Is it supposed to crash like that?
Technically, no. The full-size version will have a man suspended horizontally beneath the wing. When he reaches the apex of his trajectory, he will release the lever. Release the lever and. The point being that on the large model, the wings will open and hopefully the glider will glide.
Hopefully.
Yes. Please help me put it back together. Come on, Sinbad.
You have the plans for any of these things written down?
No need. It's all in here.
You know, he has no right to treat me this way. All right, he may be the captain, but I'm still a prince.
Hopefully we can try this out in the voyage.
How do you know about that?
The fellows who scavenge junk for my projects also scavenge information.
You'll come?
Of course I'll come. I work better at sea.
I'm not waiting any longer. I'm going inside.
I wouldn't. Besides, you'll be heading into some very murky waters. You're probably going to need my expertise.
Murky waters.
I've heard of Turok. Baghdad's not the first kingdom he's visited. So, I figure we'll take along... Are you listening?
Sure.
Yes, I built a sea-going catapult. We can use it for both the hang glider and standard warfare. I've got a dozen or so oil barrels which we can light on fire and use as projectiles if we have to. Now...
Wow! Now tell me how this works.
Yes, well, next, the duck paddles forward towards the pellet. It wears a small harness around its neck that, when stretched, yanks the bottom out of the weight-controlled hammer. The nuts cause the hammer to swing downward, landing on a small bellows. The bellows wheezes, whistles, pushing around a whirligig. It catches fire. Yes! It's fascinating, isn't it? Then the string burns through, releasing the tomato. Nothing can go wrong. Unless, of course, someone ignores the sign and doesn't wait for the bell to ring.
Farouz, this is Prince Kasib. Kasib, Farouz. Farouz is sailing with us.
Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet my best friend, Rongar. I think he'd be perfect for our voyage.
Well, any friend of Mustafa's is a...
He had his tongue cut out for not betraying his brothers.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, we love to watch people squirm when they find that one out. What a ride, huh, Rongar? Enough fun, my friend.
Can you use a sword?
He doesn't have to. He uses smaller blades, you see.
This is ridiculous. We're already taking a toy maker with us. Now we're supposed to leap at bringing a knife-throwing zombie?
I hate to admit it, Mustafa, but the prince is right. Knife throwing in a pitched battle is risky at best. No hard feelings, though. Nice meeting you.
Sinbad, behind you!
Told you it was a waste of time.
Welcome aboard, Rongar.
Who was that fellow? One of Turok's spies, most likely.
Well, if that thug was sent to spy on us, Rongar's taking care of that. We now have just gained an important advantage. We have the element of surprise on our side.
Think again, dear Captain.
Out of the way, men. Sailing Prince approaches.
With luck, we'll drop anchor tomorrow.
The Isle of Tears is that close.
We're not heading for the Isle of Tears just yet. Get your sea legs?
What do you mean? We have to rescue Adina. Time is running out. She could be killed. Baghdad could be overthrown.
Your Highness, what I'm going to say is very important, so try to understand. I'm not going to risk my life or those of my crew going off ill-prepared for an attack on Turok. We will bide our time and make ourselves ready. Firuz. The wind stays at our backs. We should make the Isle of Dawn.
I've heard of the place, but I've never met anybody who's actually been there.
Nor I. It's a place that's said to be half real and half imagined, I'm told.
So you don't know if the place even exists?
No, I know it exists. I just have to trust my instincts to get us there.
Why is it so important we land at the Isle of Dawn?
That's where Dim Dim lives.
What a silly name. Where do I know it from?
He was your tutor, boy. He raised you like a son. He was the Grand Vizier in every way until you and Admir had him banished.
You have no manners.
And you have no heart.
Sinbad. Sinbad! How will we know when we're near?
Well... Dim Dim told me of the place when I was very young. He said that if I needed to find the island, I was to journey into this area, and then the island would find me.
You like this sailor?
He intrigues me.
He is very handsome.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Nonsense, dear. I know you too well. Sinbad is an extraordinary individual. Smart. A master of the seas. Unfortunately, he works for the side of good. He's a dead man.
Oh, but does he have to die?
I'm afraid so.
Well, would you mind if I played with him a bit before you dispatched him?
Daddy's little girl knows how to wrap me around her little finger.
Oh, it is my birthday soon.
Enough about Sinbad. We have all of Baghdad to think about. And your husband-to-be, Prince Qasim.
He is such an insect. Do I have to marry him?
If he were to legally rule Baghdad in the eyes of the world, yes.
Well, I can only rule Baghdad if both the Caliph and the Prince die after the wedding.
A technicality I will deal with. Now, what have you learned about your hero?
He's very crafty, Father. He isn't coming here directly. He's going to find his friend Dim Dim first.
A shrewd move. He plans to fight my power with Dim Dim's power.
The thought of it, Father, it gives me the shivers. It gives me a feeling that I've never quite experienced before.
It is known as fear, my dear.
Well, I don't like it.
You need not worry. My power is far greater than Dim Dim's. I look forward to such a match. I still have a few tricks up my sleeve to hinder your hero. Perhaps he will never reach Dim Dim's island.
But there's nothing there to stop him, Father.
Not yet there isn't. Let's cause a few ripples in the water, shall we?
Ring around the moon tonight. A good omen. I always thought it was a bad omen.
No, it's good.
Are you sure?
Sure about what?
The ring around the moon.
Actually, I have a theory that involves ice particles high in the air.
Is it a good or bad omen?
Captain Sinbad! Over the larboard side, quickly!
No, it was probably just a large fish. It won't harm us.
I'll steer clear of it. Just to play safe.
We've run aground!
Impossible! We would have spotted land. The sea is too deep here for a sandbar or a reef. Take a sounding!
Captain Sinbad!
Now that's a monster.
Get all hands on deck! That thing could capsize us in a heartbeat!
All hands! All hands!
All on deck!